The games are about to begin. You're watching Butler Esports.
Welcome back. We are so sorry for that wait. Whole food debacle. You know, we like food, we like eating. Just had to get something in us. That sounded weird. We just had to get some food to eat. But welcome back once again. It is Friday. We're still playing Valorant. We're still having some fun. And we got Ball State versus IU for the winners bracket finals. And the loser of this will play Purdue, or either Purdue or Manchester in the losers bracket, and the winner of this will get a free map in the final best of 3.
Yep. That's all right. I'm excited to see this one. It's the number 1 versus the number 2 seed. The big match that we are all waiting for, with some of your favorite casters, with the hype that we bring. Now that we have some food in us, we got extra hype in us now. We are ready for this game.
Yeah, we are all ready. As you have said, we're now full. We got some Subway.
Yes,
Subway is
sir.
really good. But yeah, it looks like they are ready in the chat. We're going to get this game to you very, very soon. It's going to be Haven once again. I believe we've already seen Haven. Have we seen Haven play just today? I don't believe
No, we haven't. That was
not.
that's in the game that when we were looking at Ball State's last game, their first game, they played on Haven against
Purdue.
Yes. Yeah. So this is the first time they're gonna see Haven on stream, which I'm really, really excited for. But obviously that just means that Fraggleton's gonna be shoved on Killjoy again, so he can just do his garage setups, and then he'll just have his good old time, and then hopefully we'll see a lot of really good Valorant gameplay, which I'm sure we will, making it the number 1, the number 2 seed, obviously.
Yeah, we know Fraggleton loves his KJ. And, I mean, yeah, you said I've just been so impressed with how close these matches have been today. And this match will definitely not stray from that. This will be no different. This will be a very close match, as you said it, the 1 seed versus the 2 seed. And everybody has locked their agents in, besides TN, but we know he's playing Yoru.
Yep.
And it looks like we have a double duelist comp from the side of IU. They have opted for, that was funny, they've opted to put opted on Jet, and they have a Joy on Yoru. So they're going a double duelist comp to start it off.
Honestly, I'm not really surprised, especially on a map like Haven. Yoru's just really good on this map, being able to get quick shots and then instantly TP back to a safe spot. Jet having her insane mobility, her insane, I don't even know, pop-off potential is what we'll call it. You know, getting her all just dashing around, doing all this other fancy stuff. Seeing, how... Correct me if I'm wrong. You said you were expecting TN on Yoru, right?
I just need to stop talking, apparently. Apparently, I just don't know my team at all, because TN is on Jet. He usually plays Yoru on Haven, but maybe after they lost the Purdue map against them, they're like, maybe switch it up, maybe go back to what we know works. And Jet is obviously a staple on Haven. But let's cut to gameplay now, because we got 25 seconds before the walls drop, and this is going to be a great match. It looks like we have Ball State starting on defense, and we have IU starting on attack. And it looks like IU opting to do a 5-stack A here to start it off. And it looks like they're going to have Simbreezy on their Cypher, lurking up doors as you usually have your Sentinel do. And it's going to be walls down, and away we go here for Ball State versus IU, the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed. Here we go in the winners bracket finals. TN already gets the early pick on the opposing Jet. I believe that was opted he got. And now Phobos looking with that frenzy. Gonna get Drup. Gonna get Simbreezy. He gets 2. And gets the overheal. So now he's gonna peek. See if he can find some value off that. Pit has lurked all the way up A long. But him and Enjoy are going to have to back up. And it is now a 5v2 from those early picks from Phobos and TN.
Yeah, that was an insane interaction. Three people from IU already taken out at the very beginning. Spike hasn't even seen a plant, or even what I would think to be a thought of a plant, and nothing has happened. Enjoy on this Yoru is just gonna try sitting right here on A, but then the Pit is just sitting in sewers, but he can't do anything. Grim's just sitting there taking shots, and then Grim takes him out, and Enjoy's the only one left. We have 2 low health bars on Ball State, but I don't know if it'll matter. Grim's peeking him, all into the gunfight. Enjoy takes Grim, but that was a really low health bar. There's still full health bars, and Phobos will take the 3K to start this game off. Already, we have seen Phobos with this, I don't even know what to call it, this new player, what do you call it? The new player that he's showing his worth. He is showing his worth. That's all I'm trying to say. He is showing, even though he is the new kid on the Ball State block, he is going to be a really good player. He has I don't know if it's the funnies, I don't know if it's the character, it is something. I don't know if did we feed this man Subway too? He's really hyped up. And as the walls go down, it is 1-0.
I do believe we actually did feed our entire team Subway, so I mean, you got it right about that. And yeah, Phobos is just loving playing this Clove. He's played it all 4 maps that we've seen from them so far today. And now IU on an eco, on only the classics versus the rifles from Ball State, are going to just try to get as many kills as they possibly can here. Not too much hope of winning this round, but as I said, they will try their hardest. And they're just trying to play it slow, trying to find where Ball State is. Looks like Opti is going to instantly dash in. He's going to get Frag, who was trying to run, had his back completely turned, just did not expect the quick clip Opti. But Rebo on the Marshalls, locking down Garage, gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. And so 4v1 for Ball State, and TN will finish off when they shot the Sheriff. Yeah, only taking out Fraggleton, and Fraggleton obviously doing what Fraggleton does best. Well, on this map, the Killjoy just sets up her little spot in Garage, and then just waits to see what happens. She has the perfect setup for a map like this in Garage. All you do is just place down. You'll place down an alarm ball. You'll place down you place down everything you possibly need, and you just sit there and wait. And even with them taking out only 1, they weren't accounting for the rest of Ball State, especially the Marshall from Rebo. Taking out 3 people is phenomenal with a weapon like that. Yeah, the Marshall on that second round is so underrated because it does 1-on-1 to the body. It's basically an off second round because the enemy rarely buys any shields on their eco. Then you see the early pick coming off. Enjoy killing Fraggleton once again for the first blood. Fraggleton has got to find some kills here early in this match if he wants to take advantage of that Killjoy utility. But here we have now IU is rotating off the Garage, rotating off of that pick. Opti just taking some pop shots, making sure no one's trying to hide, no one's trying to lurk. They're going to see what they can find, what info they can gather. As you did see, Druff, Sova drones to clear Garage and clear part of C. It looks like they want to commit C. Rebo gets the 1-on-1 damage with the Marshall onto Opti. Great shot from him. Still holding that same angle, even though they might expect it. If it works, why even change, you know? But now we have Rebo has to reposition because he's been smoked off. He's going to take a real weird angle here, and he gets shot from C long, unfortunately. And it's going to be Rebo and Phobos in a 2v5. There's no point in saving your weapons because they've already saved enough for Vandal. Enjoy. It's another wall bang taking out CA. Now it's Phobos all by himself. He's had some amazing plays this game so far. I don't think he's going to be able to get done. He does not.
And that is the flawless for IU. I mean, there's not really much Ball State could have done about that. Ball State was simply just waiting for, or sorry, they were saving that round. They were just using guns they had in the previous rounds. But then all of a sudden, IU, they obviously bought this round, but Ball State just couldn't match that. There's not really much they could have done, and it showed. But this round, they should be able to.
So Rebo's DC'd. I don't know if you guys caught it in chat. We have a tech pause for Rebo disconnecting. So, this will be a fun little intermission we have here. After the hour break we already had, we now gotta wait a little bit for Rebo. We have some cursing going on in the language in chat. Sorry if that's getting shown to any of you. I'm just trying to read what they're saying.
There's a lot going.
Yeah, a lot. I saw 772 packet loss. I think Rebo had 100 ping.
I'm not the biggest. What?
Okay. Okay, so
our players are sometimes, I don't even know. They're something, all right.
So yeah, I think they're just trying to fix the problem that they're having with Rebo. They did just switch the stage PCs, so it could be something to do with that. Just didn't have enough time to set up properly or something like that. But now this has already been a really interesting match. I just can't wait to see the clutches, you know, some of the big plays that these big names on these teams are going to be able to pull out.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Obviously, me and you, we know the Ball State roster. I don't know too much about the IU roster. I don't know if you would know anything, but already, like I've said, this is the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed. This theoretically should be the closest game that we've had, and we've already had some close games, so that is saying something. Like we're talking the areas of triple overtime going on. It's gonna, hopefully, because those overtime rounds can go insane. That's when the true pop-off potential of the players can kick in. That's when the true high-intense gameplay kicks in. But I don't know. Do you think we're gonna see anything like that, or how close do you think this game is actually gonna be?
A triple overtime would be insane. If we can actually get one of those, that'd be crazy. But no, I think we're gonna see 11-13s. I think we're gonna see 13-10s. You know, overtime, double overtime, stuff like that. Triple overtime would be great. And just as I say that, Rebo has reconnected. So his PC is now back online. And I think we should be able to start here any second. No R's in the chat quite yet, but there's an attempt being made to restart this guy.
At least there's an attempt being made, because I think these people have waited long enough for this game to start, and I think the tech difficulties do not help with this case at all.
We have, but look at this lineup from Druff here.
He's holding it all right.
I think he's had like 5 minutes to make sure he perfects his lineup.
He's lining that up perfectly. And there's some other players of IU are just like hopping around. They're just having a good time. And then woo!
Oh, interesting. I see. Seems to be okay. Now there's some problem with Phobos's audio as well going on, and I see that Ball State actually preferred the PCs they had prior before the ones on the stage is what they're saying.
Isn't that supposed to be like the really cool ones that are up on the stage? Everyone can see exactly what's going on. Everyone's like, yeah, you have the big crowd excitement going on for whatever crowd they have out there, and then now they're like, can we go back to the room? Can we go back?
Okay, a lot of interesting stuff. Italian beef is now being okay.
Yes, yep.
They do. Please send that.
Yes,
Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can see chat or not, but if you can, one, it's funny as frick. Oh, they cannot see chat. Oh, that makes this really weird than what we're talking about right now.
We're just kind of like we're just looking at the desk, and we're just be like, that's funny.
It's just a lot of funny comments exchanged between IU and Ball State in the chat.
Okay,
and we have the
R's.
There we go.
Here
we go. Let's see if we can get that match timer unpaused. Okay.
All right.
So Giraffe has just said, "You a freaky dude, Fraggle Waggy."
You cannot mess with Fraggleton. He is ours. Back off. Yeah. That is exactly what. That's exactly what we're all thinking.
My Pookie.
He is mine.
And here we go. The match timer. Yay! Woo! We're back.
All right. Okay, now that we're back, we can finally start talking about this game again. Okay, now we can finally start talking about this. I think it's just going to be a matter of Ball State just needs to get those setups going. Obviously, the Killjoy setups that we've been talking about in Garage, those are going to get set up really good. But the Sobo broke his lineup. He had such a good lineup. He was so precise with it too. All right, now when they go out, there's definitely some spraying going on with Garage. They definitely know that there's some shenanigans going on. But it looks like they're just gonna push B.
Here they go, the B entry from IU. They're already on site. Optus go all the way to that left side, that C-link side of B. And Simbrizi on a nasty flank. He's gonna one-tap Phobos. Oh, he misses his cam, unfortunately. That would have been a nasty spot for a camera to be placed. But now Ball State down a man is going to have to retake here. Tien's holding Simbrizi on an outlaw angle. Tien's not going to be able to take advantage of that, unfortunately. He's just gonna leave Simbrizi alone. As Optic gets a kill, then gets traded by Fraggleton. Fraggleton now advancing on site. They know where he's at because of the Sova darts. So he's not going to get too much value. And now he's by himself. Can he get anything done? He gets one. He gets not a second one. Gruff will finish the job.
Very unfortunate. Ball State just didn't have the people around B-side. They had Fraggleton set up in Garage, but that just doesn't give him alone does not give enough firepower to get rid of everyone else on the team. But Simbrizi getting that flank on Phobos was really, really good there. Looking for that quick pick at the very beginning of the round, and the Clove as well. Getting the Clove out of the game, and Phobos, as good of a player as he has been proving himself to be, that was really good execution from IU.
And now you see Ball State losing that round, forced to go on an eco, as Phobos once again not opting for a share, but instead buying a Bucky. As Pick gets an early pick onto TN. I believe that happened A main, so not a good start there for Ball State. As Grim also falls to Enjoy, and Enjoy now is taking all of sight. Phobos is still waiting a sewers, waiting for someone to come by with his shotgun. He might actually get it, or no, he missed
no.
one shot. He only had one shot to make that happen. He did not get it, unfortunately. That Bucky will find absolutely zero value. And now we have Rebo and Fraggleton. Fraggleton coming in from A-Link, Rebo coming in from the flank, seeing what they can make of this round, seeing if they can get a couple kills before they die. Fraggleton's gonna look for some shots. It is a 3v1 right now, though, in this scenario, so I don't know if he's gonna be able to get it. He does, a little bit of a lag, it doesn't matter. Fraggleton is able to get Druff and put Enjoy to low health. Now let's just see. He's gonna keep advancing. He's on the sheriff, so he doesn't have to save. Pig gets Fraggleton, but Rebo gets 2. As we're on board with him, he's on 5 health, but he does have a Vandal now. He might be able to get one more before he dies. And Enjoy's just gonna spray through the smoke and get it.
No, I mean, absolutely phenomenal positioning by Rebo. He got the 2 kills that he needed, picked up the Vandal, and then proceeded to just crouch and sit in his own smoke. That was a really good positioning, but unfortunately, he was left with 2, I'm pretty sure it was like 5 HP. That is almost nothing to work with in that kind of scenario, especially when you're getting almost sandwiched by 2 members of IU. So unfortunately, couldn't take the round, but now they're gonna be tied up as far as their weapons, their shields, and their utility goes, with having the Astra ult for Ball State, but Yoru and Omen ult for IU. That could genuinely mean the difference for IU trying to take the site here while Rebo's just sitting on C site.
Oh, it looks like Enjoy TP'd on site and then instantly activated the Yoru wall. That's a crazy play. It's the first time I've seen that. So he's just on site now. He just had the entirety of site for free. TN's lurking the smoke, so they don't know. The Hunter's Fury comes out for Grim. This is a great ult, and you guys get a little bit of value. I think he did a little bit of damage onto the IU Omen, who's hit. But TN gets one before getting traded off by Enjoy. Now Ball State down 2-4. Needs to get this win, but going back into eco, and Druff is gonna finish out the job. A 3K for Enjoy. And Ball State are not looking too good to start this half.
No, I mean, again, it was the ult difference. All that Enjoy had to do on that was just push that one site and with his ult, but TPing and then ulting straight onto the site, giving them the exact information that they needed in order to catch Rebo off guard, then walk into that smoke and catching how Ball State wanted to rotate. They just couldn't do anything about it. The rotate was just too late. It was not, and IU just pushed it way too well.
Yeah, Rebo opting for a judge here, which I've not seen him play much, and it looks like it's gonna be the early TP for Pit to take a really weird angle and just make space on that A long side, trying to scale up. And we have 3 Ball State players now pushing sewers, just trying to see if they can get one pick there, if they can 3v1 somebody. And this is going to be a really big fight here, because you have 3 Ball State players taking the fight. A sewers, TN's able to drop Opti with his knife. TN also gets Enjoy before falling victim to Druff. And that's some great picks right there from the side of Ball State. That might just be what they need to win this econ round. And now it's going to force IU off of A site as Simbrizi is trying to lurk up mid, trying to see if he can find any space there, see if he can find a flank. But the other 2 IU guys are actually just going to sit there alone in A main, just waiting to see if any Ball State players will be aggressive and push out.
But I don't know if that's necessarily going to happen. Right now we're just seeing a Pit more be. Oh, he's about to get sandwiched. He doesn't know. He doesn't know he's in the corner.
And he gets him with the
right in the corner.
And now Phobos gonna have to reload his weapon, see if they can get Druff. Now the 2v1, Grim gets him with the Sheriff. What looked to be a sure round lost for Ball State might just become a thrifty. And what they need to change the course of this half, the MasterCard thrifty comes out for Ball State, all because of that 3v1 push they did early A sewers.
And this just shows that the casters really do have some power. We can just speak this kind of stuff into existence. The thrifty for Ball State. That was an amazing round and a very crucial round for Ball State to win, because now they're not going to be at as much of a disadvantage. Now they have some decent ults to work with. They have the Killjoy ult, they have the Clove ult, and they have the Astra ult, with TN picking up the Operator. We have seen already in every game that Ball State has played how good TN is with this Operator. And on a mobile agent like this Jet, he's almost unstoppable, but we'll see what happens in this game.
Yeah, TN's gonna opt to hold C-Long with the Operator, but unfortunately no one's going to peek him because all of the IU guys are looking to make space garage. straight into Fraggleton's utility. He's going to shoot the clone, have to get off immediately. Unfortunately, Fraggleton's going to have to surrender. Garage control, but then TN switches his point of view to the op, switches point of view with the op to the garage, is able to get a pick off of that Killjoy info from her utility. And now we have IU slowly trying to play garage. Just trying to see what info they can get. See if any Ball State members will get a little bit, just like that. I was saying a little bit eager, a little bit aggressive, but Druff, no, you got too aggressive that time and got shot in the face with the judge. Great pick from Rebo there. That now puts the numbers 5-3 in advantage of Ball State. Now we have some Breezy, who's just trying to see what he can do. He gets spotted by their alarm bot. There comes the Molly, and it looks like Enjoy has TP'd onto site, so it's going to be a C-hit here. Enjoy flashes, gets Fraggleton, shoots TN through the smoke. Now a 3v3 for IU with the spike down. IU might still be able to just win this round. The Neuro Theft comes out for IU. They know exactly where every single Ball State member is, but now here we have Rebo, who's trying to get a flank going here, trying to get something. We have Phobos and Grim, seeing if they can enter. Enjoy misses his shot, doesn't matter. Simply is able to get him, but Phobos invests this ult into this round. He's got to get a kill to make that ult sick. It's not going to happen. Pit's going to get him as he comes back, and Zambrizi to finish it off. A round that looks like Ball State had in the bag. They lose because of the 2 kills Enjoy got going on the site.
Yeah, it's just, again, it's just so unfortunate. We can already tell that IU are really, really well coordinated. They are such a good team. They look like bread and butter out there. They're going onto the side exactly when they need to. They're using exactly the kind of util they need to, and then they know when to pop their full util. They know when to full dump, which just spelled the recipe for disaster for Ball State. Even with Phobos using that ultimate, it didn't matter because he couldn't find the kill to make it work.
Get out of my way!
And now TN that last round had that op holding C long, but TN no longer has an op holding C long, and it's just all done by Rebo, all by himself. He has to be careful here. He has to be careful not to get util dumped. Once again, the ult comes out from Enjoy, and he has taken all this space. He's just completely on site, and Opted also has popped his ult, and they just have site control on C. Once again, IU's hits just look way too strong for Ball State to handle. With Ball State, it's still a 4v4. Numbers are still equal. They now have to make this retake perfect. And Opted's going to find one before going to 22 health. And Phobos gets a trade, and Pick gets a trade on Fraggleton. Now a 2v2. They have one playing on site, one playing off site. They need to find this kill on Noru, and they do. Phobos able to get Enjoy, and now it's Phobos and Grim versus, I believe that is Pit. So they're gonna try to stick, and Grim's just gonna stick. Pit can't do anything. I think Pit was out of util. He didn't have any smokes. He didn't have any blinds, and Pitch is gonna, or sorry, Ball State's gonna win the round.
Yeah, that was really, really good. Phobos found the exact pick that he needed in order for Ball State to stick that defuse. But unfortunately, for the side of IU, Pitt just didn't have what he needed. I think you're right. He used most of his util, if not all of it, when they were trying to claim that site. And even when they claimed the site, they had to back off because of the positioning of Ball State. But now, with Ball State winning that round, instead of it being what we normally see in these kind of things, where it's a long line of somebody winning, that it's a long line of people negating it, it's going back and forth every single game.
Yeah, that is very true. We haven't seen those two winning streaks in Rebo. And a great off angle is going to get Opted for the first pick and put Pit to very low health. But Fraggleton is also at, like, oh, he's literally at 1 HP, the 1 HP warrior. And I believe Fraggleton's down to 15 or 20 or somewhere in that range. And now we have to see IU has to regroup after that first loss. Losing an agent so early like that, falling down a man, is such a hard thing to come back from in Valorant. And then I have to regroup, come out with a completely different plan. And Enjoy, as you see, has done some damage into Rebo. He's now going to fall back, just make them come to them. You know, you have numbers, you want to play it smart, you want to play it slow, you want to play it more controlled.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with having one of your members being exactly 1 HP, I would be terrified to even attempt to push the site. But we're seeing this, some more trading going on in Garage. Rebo down to 11 HP. That's 2 members of Ball State down to the smallest health bar. And Grim trades one with Breezy on the complete other side of the map, not even knowing what's going on.
Yeah, Grim still Heaven just completely catches Breezy off guard. Breezy, of course, on that Sentinel roll, on that Cypher, is expected to pull off lurks like that. but Grim was expecting it. And here we go. It's 13 seconds left to get Spike down. IU has to hurry up, and they have to hurry up quick. Fraggleton's able to get Druff. Now it's going to be Fraggleton versus Enjoy. Enjoy gets one. Enjoy falls right after, but it didn't matter because there was no time on the clock anyways.
Almost a flawless round for Ball State. If they didn't trade back rounds, that would have been the flawless round going to the way of Ball State. That would have been absolutely... That would be, I don't even know what the right word is for it. That would be the start of this chain that Ball State really needs to start rolling in order to win this game. Because it's looking so even. Just like every other game has. But unlike other games that we've seen before, it's been, okay, you win, then we win, then you win, then we win. There's been no long chains. So maybe this will be the one thing that Ball State needs in order to get this rolling with equal guns between each team.
There's a Yoru clone out from Enjoy. Phobos shoots it down, but they now know that somebody is lurking A sewers. Opt is going to follow up on that drone, take space sewers, and just see if he can jump spot anybody. But Phobos is on a really great off angle here. He's going to put some shots in Opted. Opt now down to 54 points. Revo's going to come and help out, see if they can get them together, and they do. Great early pick there from, I believe that was TN and Phobos to able to get Opted. Now Phobos is going to spot Enjoy and Grum there, so that's going to be a great jump spot there from Phobos, and now IU are probably going to have to rotate off this, except they can't, because look at the map. You have Fraggleton lurking up mid, and you have Revo lurking up C. So IU are now pinched into A sewers, and Ball State knows that. Ball State knows that all 4 members are in sewers, and Fraggleton with a great play gets one. He's going to take some shots, see if he can get a second one. He gets Enjoy down to 30 health, but he's still looking for that kill. There's Spike drop right into A sewers, and still IU is trapped between 5 Ball State players, and now Druff trying to just make some space, anything he can do. Phobos will get him. Now Enjoy on 30 health. Phobos looking for the 3K, lurks up. Can he get it? Now Enjoy knows he's cooked. Yeah, Reba will finish it off. And great flawless round from Ball State there.
He was just looking for a way to take out at least one member. Try to find something. Try to put the band-aid on the wound that Ball State just made on IU. This is now 3 games in a row that Ball State has won, and this is the last round before the swap, which now means that Ball State and IU both are going to use absolutely everything. Everything down to how many credits they spend, and also the ultimates. This Killjoy ultimate still hasn't been used. Asher ultimate still has not been used. I think we're going to see a very chaotic round this time.
Yeah, that Asher ult is great at keeping attackers off of the site because of its sound barrier, because of its shoot barrier. You can't hear anything on the other side of it, and you can't shoot through it either. And I don't know if you guys saw that, but Grim is also 1 ult point off of his ult. He's 7 out of 8, and Hunter's Fury is an amazing post-plant ultimate if he's able to get that. And here comes the Astra ult from Revo. Here comes the execute from IU. Phobos is blind, not able to get any, but TN gets 2. Grim gets 2. It's a 4v1 just like that. I missed all the action. It doesn't matter because now it's Simbreezy all by himself will get killed by Fraggleton as Simbreezy was trying to lurk.
Yeah, that was exactly what I expected out of that round. Even with only 1 ultimate used, Ball State is still using this 3-point lead that they have, now a 4, to just extend their lead over and over and over again. This will be the change in mentality, the motivation for them to keep going with it being 7-5 at this point in time where it is now Ball State on the attack. Now Ball State's gonna have to think about how are we gonna get on that site, which they normally never have a problem doing ever, so I don't see why it'd be different this game.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget what is on the stakes here. The winner gets a free map in the grand finals, which is huge, and the loser has to go to the loser's bracket and fight their way back up, either playing Manchester or Purdue. But here we go, the action's already started. TN gets killed by Opted, even though Opted was stunned. That's not a good look early for Ball State, but that was just a fake, because look, 3 members of Ball State are all the way up C long, including the Spike. So I believe this is going to be a complete rotate here that IU is going to have to do because of how good that fake was on A site. He is going to have to back up, but he doesn't matter. He still gets Util drum. He gets 2v1, is going to fall. So what was looking a 5v4 easy round for IU is now a 4v3 in favor of Ball State with the Spike down. Nonetheless, and it looks like Opted trying to do something. He's going to get a flank all the way off C long. He's going to get spotted by the Killjoy turret, and Joy gets 2, and Druff gets 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't over. Phobos down to 125 health, gets the overheal. He doesn't know where Opted is, but it's going to be a 1v1 here. Phobos versus Opted. Phobos on 125 health. Opted very low health. He can't see him. Spike is not planted for him, and no! Opted will get it with the Sheriff. One taps Phobos, even though Opted was on low health. Just couldn't make it happen.
Left up with 10 HP and a dream, and he made that dream come true. It was such good placement, even though the rest of IU's team got, I don't even want to say, they got demolished at the very beginning of that round. Such a good sight for Ball State to take at that point, but it just didn't matter. I guess he's just built different. I don't know what another way to say it, but that's almost every single player. Every single player has had their pop-off moment. That is what gets them to this point. But now, we're going to see how Ball State deals with this when they're on the attack and they don't have the credits to their name.
Yeah, you said it. Ball State's going to be forced onto an eco round. IU will have much better weapons this round. It's going to be 2 from Opted, 3 from Opted, because it's a Bulldog versus 3 Classic. There's just not much Ball State can do. Pitt's able to find a pick mid, and Breezy finishes it off. And that was bang, 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 10-second round. Won by IU.
Probably one of the fastest rounds that I've ever seen in my career of casting Valorant, AK for just this year. It has been that was probably one of the fastest rounds I've ever seen, but it's exactly what you would expect out of that round. It's all classics, maybe a Sheriff here and there, but against a Bulldog, especially on that Jet, that was catastrophic. But now, Ball State is gonna have the guns, gonna have the utility, and IU is going to be on their save now. They're going to be using the guns from last round because they were flawless, so they didn't lose anything. So we'll see what they do in this round.
Yeah, it's going to be a very strong bonus from IU, and if Ball State are not able to convert this anti-eco, this could be detrimental to not only their momentum, but to this map. And they're just going to try to take some space mid, just try to gather some info. They're just playing it slow, nice and methodically. Grim just sends a shock dart into B, see if we can, bait some util, bait some noise, stuff like that. Beta rotate is just a lot of mind games going on at the moment. Fraggleton holding Garage, seeing if he can catch anybody off guard, anybody trying to lurk out of Garage, out of doors, seeing if he can catch anyone off guard. And like I said, Pitt is also sitting there with his judge, just waiting for someone to come through Ace Seward. And if someone does and they don't know he's there, well, they're going to have a very awful time with Pitt's judge, because that gun is a monster close range, let me tell you. But now, Ball State's going to hit A side. Here we go. Druff can get completely caught off guard, but traded by Opted. Tien now has got it all to do, does not get it. Pitt gets a kill. Pitt kills Revo, who was lurking. Ace Seward, and no, Fraggleton will also die to enjoy. So that is it. Ball State has lost the anti-eco round and will now have to save here. Sheriffs and Stingers in hands for them, and that has massively swung the tides in IU's favor.
Oh man, this round is not looking good. This game even is not looking good for Ball State. But I know me, I've seen crazier stuff happen in this game, and I'm sure you have also seen crazier stuff happen in this game. Nobody is out until the fat lady sings. Nobody is out until it says match point and then the victory or defeat screen on these player screens as we get into this next game.
And here we have the Opted. Jet knives are invested very early on into this round. He's waiting for someone to peek that smoke, see if he can get a free kill. And now we have Tien and Grim. They destroy that Cypher trip, so they know they're there, but they're just trying to make space Garage, seeing what they can do. Now Rebo is spotted by Opted. Opted misses all of his knives, and Rebo still falls to Opted Spectre. Even after the reload time, Rebo only had a classic, so it still wasn't much he can do. But now Tien and Grim are going to have to back a little bit off Garage after that early pick that Opted was able to get onto Rebo. And Fraggleton's just looking for anyone he can kill, looking for anyone he can catch off guard. Just a one-tap with the Sheriff. He has to make something out of nothing here. Ball State wants a hope of winning this round. Down on men and down on numbers. Here we go. It's going to be a one. Oh, what a shot from Phobos! It was a great peek from Opted, but Phobos was having none of it. And Grim is also going to get Pitt after Pitt killed Tien. It's going to be a trace. It's going to be even numbers. 3-3. But guns are still in the advantage. of IU here, and Ball State are going to have to regroup.
30 seconds
And it
left.
looks like they're going to regroup and hit this A site, but they don't know that Druff is there. Fraggleton might be able to get him. He does not. Druff's on 24 health. He's
One
low.
enemy
But
remaining.
Phobos also falls victim. Can Druff get the 3K? Or will Grim be able to finish the job? Grim gets one, gets your. There's only 10 seconds left. Grim has to hurry if he wants any shot at winning this
10
round.
seconds left.
Grim, he sees Druff, and looks like it's going to be finished off by Breezy coming in through CT and executing the pin.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much Ball State could have done about that. They showed that they were showing signs of life. They were showing that they were not going to back down. They were showing all of these great tools for them to eventually take the round, but it unfortunately just went in the favor of IU. He just didn't have the time to plant or to even get both of them. It was a 2v1 and he still hasn't planted Spike. Even if he happened to get one, he did not have time to plant that, so he'd have to go for an all-in fight.
Yeah, it was just perfect crosshair placement from Druff. He was only on 24 health, but he was just put his crosshair placement right over where the head of an attacker would peek out, and he just waited for them to swing, had the good reaction time, and was able to get his shot off before Phobos, or before, I believe it was, I forget who it was, but before Ball State basically was able to get just the one shot they needed onto Druff to get him killed. And it looks like it was a Ball State timeout, as they are down 7-9 so far this game. They have to change something up.
I mean, I don't know what they can do about this. They're gonna have to start playing, I don't know, smarter. They're gonna start using their utility, like a lot of their utility, because they have to make up this difference that IU has with them as far as credits go. They're in debt. That's all I'm gonna say. They are in debt. They're in a drought right now. It is not gonna be looking good for them when we're going into this next game.
Yeah, here we go. It's going to be full buys from both of the teams, if I'm not mistaken. So this round could determine it all. This round could be the momentum swing that either of these teams need. And it's going to be a very heavy A stack for the side of Ball State. And TN already on 10 health. Exchanged a few shots with Druff. And that's going to go in the favor of Druff just by a little bit. Because as you can see, Druff is also half HP. And Rebo has cleared all this spot C and is sitting cubby. I think he's just waiting for an IU player to lurk out, but as you can see, there's nobody C, so that will that will probably not get any I can't think of the word, but that probably
Any
will
value,
not get any
any
value.
value,
That's what it is. Any value from that lurk by Rebo.
No, it looks here. TN is definitely scared out of his mind. 10 HP, a Jet, a Phantom in a dream right now. He is just gonna be peeking down. He's gonna try peeking down A long, just wait and see what happens. While Grim is sneaking up in sewers with Fraggleton. I don't know if there's gonna be anything, but Breezy already takes out TN, which is to be expected when he's at 10 HP, and it's already becoming a massacre with Jump and Breezy taking out Grim and Phobos. But Fraggleton showing signs of life when he's traded back by Druff, making it a 1v4 for Rebo.
Yeah, Rebo, who is sitting C the entire time, now gets picked, spit only at his shotgun, I believe. But Rebo's probably going to opt to save his Vandal because it's going to be another save round for Ball State here. That Econ is completely ruined on the side of Ball State, and they have to start
10 seconds
winning these
left.
full buy rounds if they want any chance of winning this map. And I don't know. It's just not looking too good for Ball State at the moment. They're going to be down 7-10, most likely down 7-11. And if they don't win that round, after that 7-11, they're going to be on another eco going into the match point.
It's just not looking good. I don't know. They just have their people in the right spots. IU has the people where they need the people. And we're already seeing this. Vandals, Phantoms, operators for the side of IU. There's one Vandal on the side of Ball State, and the rest of it is Classics and Sheriffs. This is not looking good for this round, just like you said. It might just be 7-11 for this round, but Ball State can pull off some crazy stuff with their ults. But IU also has 4 ultimates available, every ultimate minus Jets. That is going to be explosive when they use them.
Yeah, you said it. They have to be very careful about all these ults. Rebo is not able to get in Joey. He was just trying to lurk up C. Not able to get any value out of that. Falls first. Fraggleton shoots the drone, but now Enjoy knows he's there, so he's just gonna hold that angle. And the blind comes out from Pit that forces Fraggleton off this angle, and he's going to have to molly off the choke point to make sure he doesn't get neutral dumped.
One enemy
As you
remaining.
see, Druff gets 2 off screen. I completely missed that. And whoa, okay, we don't gotta shoot bodies here, Enjoy. You can calm it a little bit. We don't gotta be too mean.
I mean, I think he was just kind of feeling himself a little bit. And how can you not be feeling yourself a little bit? You are up 11-7 right now against Ball State, the number 2 seed, while you are sitting high and mighty at the number 1. And right now, Ball State is not going to be looking good, except this round, they're actually going to have guns. They're going to have guns, they're going to have ults, and they are ready to use them and start their momentum swing to win this game.
Yeah, it's going to be another very heavy 4-stack for a Ball State side. And TN, once again, thinking first, seeing if he can get any early value. And Joy's just going to flash out, see if he can get anybody. Now TN dashing the wall. Great stuff from Phobos. As Enjoy was focused on TN, Phobos peeks right after and is able to get that pick. Now a 4v3 in favor of Ball State. Fraggleton has lurked all the way up through Garage. This could be a huge flank if he's able to get the timing on the enemy, on IU Simbrizi. And there he gets it. As soon as he heard Simbrizi starting walking away, he takes that timing. Fraggleton does what he's best at. And now we have Ball State rotating all of their units, all of their agents towards C for the free plant that is right there, because look at that, IU is nowhere to be seen.
And even then, the Astra ult is placed down, so IU literally has no information, no intel, no idea. Now granted, they're gonna know that they're C right now, but right now, they don't have any advantage. They don't have the numbers advantage, they have both their ults, but I don't know what that's gonna do in this scenario, especially trying to pop them when it's only 7-11. You are in the lead, you're supposed to be comfortable right now, but Druff only on 2 HP. Tien takes out Pid, but then Druff takes out Phobos. It's now a 1v3 with only 2 HP, but even 2 HP in a dream cannot let you win that 1v3, where Ball State does take that rack.
Yeah, I think Ball State probably should have played that a little bit smart. They have to keep all the guns they can because their econ is such in shambles. Phobos probably won't be able to have a gun for this round after that death at the end of the last one, which is a bit unfortunate, but at least they won the round. If you're a Ball State fan, momentum might just be swinging back in Ball State's favor. They might now be able to do something, and looks like the same thing they did last round. A 4-stack A with Fraggleton lurking outdoors. Let's see if they can, just like last round, also get this win. The early Astra Sun comes out. He's going to be Grim and Phobos getting a couple picks. Druff gets a trade on a TN. When Druff's going to relocate onto sewers, and here comes Ball State. They're just running down A long. Rebo gets the trade onto Druff, and now Pit with the operator is going to fall to Phobos. Phobos now with his ult, playing confident, playing aggressive, seeing what he can do. It does not matter if he dies, we've said this before, because of that club vault. And that's when Phobos plays best, I think. When he has that ult, he gets that confidence. You know, he has that ability to play aggressive, and he just delivers when he has that. Now it's Simbrizi in a 1v4 retake situation. No need to save because IU's economy is already snowballed out of control. He's gonna see how many weapons he can take away from Ball State. Once again, Phobos will drop first, and it's going to be a 1v2 now. This is still very winnable for Simbrizi because Revo's off site, but it's alright because Grim was on an angle he did not expect.
Simbrizi was definitely showing that he was ready to deliver. He wanted to get to that match point, but unfortunately for him, Ball State just had the numbers advantage. Even taking out 2 members there's nothing much that they could have done about that. Especially with it only being just him. I think he had his ultimate at the time, but again, what is his ultimate gonna do there? It's not looking good right now. The lead that IU did have, it's starting to snowball. Ball State is starting to pick it back up, and they're starting to say, we're gonna be in the lead now.
Yeah, and IU's coach has just recognized momentum swing and is now trying to hype their players back up, trying to see if they can get some life back into this IU team, because even though they are up by 2 rounds, the momentum swing, the momentum side is in Ball State's court right now. And just like what happened in the Purdue game, that swing can be so detrimental and so huge if it's on your side.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, now we're going to be getting into this round where it's 9-11, but there are 4 ults apiece for each team. That could spell disaster for either team, especially that Killjoy ultimate. I'm gonna say this to the day I die. That Killjoy ultimate will be the saving grace for any team trying to get on or off a site. It will be their saving grace, especially with now Phobos having his ultimate, CN having his ultimate. Just the knives themselves will easily be able to turn the tides of anything just because of their damage. But the thing is that there's going to be so much intel from the side of IU. So all they need is that intel to then start snowballing their leads and start taking this round. And already we're seeing an ultimate be used by Grim, and it finds Pit. That's already won. So a quick numbers advantage of the 5 versus 4, and Rebo does one of the quickest plants that we've seen all game.
Tian and Phobos expect Optic to be lurking garage, and they get him. Cloval is invested here by Phobos into this round, but he's going to be chased out. He has to get covered before he clicks it. He does not, unfortunately, enjoy on the 3K. He's on for not only the ace, but he's on for the 6K. He's going to flash out. Enjoy gets the 4th. This is not looking good for Ball State. A round that looked easily won is now falling in shambles because Simbrizi is just sticking, and that's the round. Ladies and gentlemen, and Enjoy gets the 6K. What the heck did I just witness? Even though the round was already over, he wanted the kills. Enjoy with not only the ace, but the 6K. Great stuff from him. He's now smurfing on them. It's 27-11.
This is not what you want to see if you're a Ball State fan. It is now the game point where now TN, with only 850 credits to his name, only bought heavy shields. When there's now full rifles on the side of that, but they don't have to worry about that because of his ultimate. They do not have to worry about that at all. So now this could be the time. This could be the end of this first game, this first map. Will Ball State be able to pull it off? Let's see.
Yeah, just as you said, TN instantly uses his ultimate, and great stuff there from Fraggleton, is able to find the pick mid, but Enjoy gets 2 equalizing picks and another one from Druff, and it's just not looking to go Ball State's way right now. They win the fight mid, but then they lose the fight instantly back in A. So now Ball State down a man. Spike is not yet planted. Has all of C control though. So Rebo, as that was all happening, Rebo just took complete control of C, and Grim is now planting. So it's going to be a retake situation for IU here. Enjoy is going to pop the Yoru up. He sees Rebo. He's going to see what else he can spot. He clears the entirety of sight besides that he knows where Rebo is playing. But Rebo with a great stun! Great stun there from Rebo. Gets one, then trade it off. Now a 2v2 because Faculty got a pick off screen. Grim, oh, excuse me. Grim is going to get the Silva. Sorry, Grim is going to get another pick. But Druff is just sticking. They have to be very careful how they play this. Fraggleton gets him through the boxes. Great job from Ball State. Clutching when they had to, because if they lose that round, they lose the match.
Druff showing his absolute confidence as a player, opting to stick the defuse when he knew his team needed it most. But unfortunately, it just didn't matter. Now, at the point where this could be the game for IU, Ball State has the gun advantage. This is exactly where Ball State wants to be right now. Only the 2 ults being available, but that's again the Jet ult being available, so they don't need to spend those credits on her. It doesn't matter. But Ball State just needs to try to recoup and get some sort of control that they need as they hop into this next game.
Ball State opting for a more default split info gathering setup here. Gonna play some mollies, play some utils, and as you said it, IU, who the economy looked to be so in favor of a couple moments ago, is now completely swung, and IU is forced to save here so that if they do not win this round, they can win that final round. They at least have hope to win that final round. And now it looks like Ball State has decided that they want to go away. They've decided that that is where the least amount of IU players are. And they were right until Enjoy is maybe starting to come over to A, but no. Enjoy doesn't know what he's doing, so I don't know what he's doing. But look at that, Opted has lurked all the way up to mid. He's going to be posted on an angle that no Ball State player is going to expect. If they don't clear this angle, this is going to be detrimental to Ball State's game. He gets one, dashes out. They're going to have to double swing this. Fraggleton at least gets the trade, but still puts Ball State down a player. Enjoy now is going to fall. He tried to flash, try to get him out of the situation. Now Pitt with the shorty has to be careful. And sorry.
Spike down mid.
Excuse me, my nose is getting clogged. Pitt is going to get the kill with the short to me 1v3 to Thrifty. And that is the map. That is the map. IU pull off the MasterCard Thrifty to win the first map against Ball State. That is bad, yeah.
Man, I don't even know what to say. Unfortunately for Ball State, I think it was honestly just the Jet ult difference. Jet ult is just so good, especially in those clutch moments when they needed it most. But we have to say, Enjoy showing up 28-13 against Ball State. Showing, I don't even know what it's showing. It's showing good player. It's showing disciplined player. It's showing that Ball State has to worry about the rest of their career against IU.
Yes, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a very short 3 to 5 minute break as the players prep for the second map. No food breaks this time, I promise. But thank you for watching this far, and stick around. We'll be back in like 3 minutes.
Yep, we'll be back. Stay tuned.
Welcome back from that short break we had. It is now map 2. Sorry, somebody through the window was giving me a big L. I don't know if I saw my Ball State
I saw that
jersey. They
too.
didn't like me, I guess. I don't know.
That was funny.
But whatever. Hats off to you, man. But yeah, sorry, distracted. Map 2, Sunset of Ball State versus IU. IU won the first map, and now Ball State has to win out here if they want to stay out of the loser's bracket. But IU will be looking the exact opposite. They want to now win this map and have an easy road to the grand finals.
I'm sorry, I just got very distracted because now we're seeing the identical team from both teams. We're seeing an Omen, Cypher, Sova, Neon, Breach. We're seeing the exact same team from both sides.
Okay,
When
I've
is-
never seen Ball State play this comp. I'm
What-
actually
what-
lost. I am so lost right now.
They're just, I guess they're throwing something a little on, seeing if it sticks, I guess. But like, I just don't understand.
Okay, I have to change my notes here. Hold up. I completely misread both of these teams here. Okay, so we have TN. I've never seen TN play Neon, so that will be very interesting to watch. Phobos also, for the first time this tournament, is off of that club and is on the initiator, which on Breach, and Breach is really good in this map. Let me tell you that when I get this map, in comp, I hover Breach, because Breach on this map is very fun to play. Fraggleton, Rebo, that's pretty normal, but the big surprises are TN on Neon and Phobos on Breach.
Yeah, it's very surprising. I don't know. It's seeing this team come from Ball State is really getting me. Like you said, the Neon from TN is something that we never see, but already so much util being used already. And we're seeing Ball State with having one member down to just 20 HP already looking pretty grim, if you will.
Yeah, IU have done a really nice ace B side executing off. Is going to get the first blood of this map, and Druff is going to get the trade onto Phobos. Multiple trades coming out. It's now 2v3 for Ball State. They are down a member. They have to find something, and Grim does find it, but Opted doesn't matter. Gets the trade. Grim now has to make something out of nothing. He's not able to. 3K for Opted, and IU wins the first round of the map.
It's just the very beginning, the very first round, that pistol round. It's supposed to mean almost everything. It's supposed to mean the momentum swing. It's supposed to be the snowball. Which team can really get their lead ahead at the very beginning? And now we're seeing that in full swing. A Vandal Light Shield for Enjoy already. Second round where there's only Sheriffs and Classic on the side of Ball State. It is not looking good.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less from my duelists than to make sure they get on at Vandal's second round if they win first. Fraggleton holding an angle, gets fault lines into the crosshairs of Opted. That is an unfortunate first blood from Fraggleton. And now IU have shown present speed. They're probably going to take that pick and rotate the resources somewhere else. And because Simbrizi has that Cypher trip set up A, they know that Ball State has not lurked out A just quite yet. Now they're going to play a little more back, a little less aggressive, more for info. They have the weapons advantage. They do not need to rush this.
No, not at all. They need to play it patiently, and I think that's exactly what they're gonna do. And now we see IU just pushing onto A site, and Ball State just doesn't have the members there. They're all on B site and mid. Nobody's on A site. This is such a free site, but they just don't know, so they're playing it almost too safe. Grim is the only person from Ball State over here, and I think they're starting to recognize that, so they're starting to rotate over. Granted, it's quick and stealthy, but Pit takes out Rebo, making it a 3v5 where Opted plants, and it's just not looking good. But Phobos is showing life, taking out Pit.
Yeah, Phobos finds that trade mid, but now it's going to be a 3v4 retake for Ball State and less weaponry. But what can they do? Can they get a couple more kills before they die? What are they able to make out of this? Simbrizi's going to find Grim. Simbrizi's going to find Phobos. Looking for the 3K. He's going to peek TN. And Simbrizi will finish the job with the 3K just like that.
He does find the 3K indeed. That is the 3K that he was wanting. And if he wants it, he will go for it. But now you see Ball State getting the full Vandals, getting shields, getting everything they need, and then IU just sticking with whatever guns they could save from the previous round. Still nothing much going on because it's the very beginning. But this is where Ball State is going to want to shut down this lead. 2-0 already is not looking good for them because the winner of this gets to go to grand finals with a 1-map lead.
Yeah, like we've said so many times before, that 1-map lead is huge, detrimental, and it makes your opponent have to win back-to-back maps. And if they lose at least one, then they do not win this tournament we have going on here today. But nonetheless, IU are looking to make something happen. But Fraggleton has it set up there and saying, you are staying back. I am not letting you attack this site. And now Fraggleton is rotating around, trying to move his position. He's very scared of getting utility dumped here. And once again, we get a great look at this B-site chain on Sunset, and Phobos from Market is going to get 2 before getting traded off, and Fraggleton gets 2 of his own. Great stuff there from Ball State. They now do not have spike control. Sorry, I nearly misspoke there because Pitt actually has spike control, but he's about to get cut off by Rebo. Whoever wins this gunfight, this is huge. If Rebo wins this, Ball State nearly has won the match, but if Pitt wins this, they still have a chance. And Pitt, knowing that if he loses this gunfight, it's over for IU, is going to rotate off. He's going to regroup with Breezy, trying to fight this match as they deal with Fraggleton. Now on for the 4K, gets to 3K. Fraggleton with a great headshot one-tap on the Cypher. Cypher dipped for Fraggleton here. Now Pip is just going to rush into site. He's by himself, trying to see what he can do. He gets one before getting traded off. And a great 4K there from Fraggleton.
That was a really, really good round for Fraggleton. Already getting 4 of those kills, getting his ultimate available. But on the other side, we have the same exact ultimate for Cypher for Breezy, and then opted on the breach, getting his ultimate as well. And so much is happening. Grim just doesn't have the money, so he's not able to combat the 5 Vandals. But we'll see what happens with the entire Ball State team when the walls go down in 2 seconds. And I lied, they're going down now.
Breach. The Opted already having the breach all is insane. That's 5 kills, 1 death, 2 plants, and an orb pickup. That's a 9 orb ultimate that they already have on round 4. It's such a game-changing ult. Ball State is not looking good to win this round, let me say, because that ult makes it so easy to hit a site. And yeah, look where Breach is standing. He is just waiting for the calm, waiting to just ult the site and let his team go straight in, have a free site, and not actually... I was mistaken, actually. I don't know, sorry. Opted is just completely rotated. He's not on that angle anymore. They're just gonna 5-hit this site. They have nobody else watching anything. Ball State does have the stack here. They have 3 players A. So we're going into stack. Tien's gonna get 1. He's now going to run past the flash, and Opted blinded his own teammate, and Phobos gets another kill off screen. Great stuff there from Tien. Great play. And also, as you see, Pitt for IU is only on 1 HP. This is not looking good for IU because they're now completely pinched in a main. Fraggleton on the flank. Is he gonna... Oh, he does not get the timing. Fraggleton's gonna opt to fall back a little bit. But now Fraggleton's gonna repeat this with Pitt's back turn to him. Can he get the timing? Is he gonna be able to get it? He sees it, he one-taps him, and the Neural Theft invested. Oh, you could have saved that a little longer, Fraggleton, but great round nonetheless.
Hey, I mean, one wasted all for another wasted. I'm pretty sure we saw that breach all come out. Getting no value on the side of IU, so you might as well trade it over. It's almost the humble trade, but I don't think we need any humble trades here, Fraggleton. I think we need to extend this lead. Right now, TN on this... I don't even know what to call. The neon pick is something that surprised the both of us. We did not think it was going to happen. But with him having his ultimate ability up now, it is going to spell disaster. I do not think we're going to see it this round because of the save round that's going on for the side of IU. But we'll see what happens if something truly unfolds.
Yeah, I think Tien just wanted to switch something up from that last game on Haven. Know that IU kind of had their number, and know that IU wouldn't expect that play just like we didn't. And he wanted to switch it up, and so far, it's proving to kind of work. And now IU, once again, I feel like it's such a common theme in these games where they 4-stack a site, and they always have their Sentinel lurking somewhere. Because that has happened so much in the game. Here comes the entry from Enjoy. Breezy gets a lurk. gets a lurk kill. Now Rebo, Fraggleton, both get a pick. Fraggleton gets a second pick. He's playing that Cypher to a beauty. Druff is able to get Rebo with the share. TN just slides right into Druff, gets the trade, and now Simbreezy, 60 health with the share. Can he find any value of this before he falls? We're going to see. He's got his crosshair lined up perfectly where TN would be, and he does get TN, has the spike. This is not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. The aftershock comes out from Phobos and pushes him right into his crosshair.
Simbreezy got at least one of them. He got TN when TN definitely was looking. He just didn't have his crosshair in the right spot. Really, really impressive stuff from Simbreezy. Getting it exactly where he needs it, finding the shots, and getting the kill. But now we're gonna see what Ball State can really do. I think that this whole matching team comps thing is really working out. This is not the same Ball State that we had in the last game, where they are now up 3-2 with the 3 in a row now. But 2 ults, that Neon ult, and now the Breach ult. We didn't get to see too much of it happen, because it was kind of wasted at the very beginning with IU. But now we're going to see it come out, and Enjoy's already taking out TN, making me eat my words.
Yeah, Rebo does get that trade, though. So luckily that kill is not gone wasted for the side of Ball State. But now IU do not have any other info anywhere but A. So they either have to commit A, and what a great fall line coming out from Phobos. That'll give Rebo a kill. That will give himself, Phobos, a kill. And that was just a great usage of, I believe, that was Phobos' ult, if I'm not mistaken. Not a fault line. I misspoke about that. The Rolling Thunder from Phobos to play the aggressive on attack. Just a great play there.
I mean, it's exactly what we thought was going to happen when Ball State has that kind of powerful ultimate on this map. Now, with only 50 seconds left on the clock, IU needs to find a way to get onto a site and get somewhere. They have the Omen ult to at least attempt for something. I don't think they're going to use it on this round. I think they're going to save it for future rounds. But they're starting to peak, and it looks like they're going to meet 2 members of Ball State. Grim and Rebo meeting right here. A bunch of bullets, and then Grim takes one, and then there's a bunch of bullets getting traded. But Pit is still not moving, and then Fraggleton from the flank gets around and gets the kill. Ball State victory going up 4-2.
One thing is certain about these matches, you can always expect Fraggleton to be on that unexpected lurk. It's like, you expect the unexpected, but you just never know with Fraggleton. He's always where you don't think he is. And just another great lurk, another great flank from him. And that will finish off the round with no drama and no guns lost, which is huge because IU is now on a save round.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking good for the side of IU. We'll see what they can do when they're trying to push these sites. They have the Sova ult up now, so that could definitely spell disaster for the side of Ball State. That could look for insane damage. That can look for insane value. Let's just hope that he can find his targets.
And here we go. Look at this. Opted has gone all the way, scaled all the way up through mid, checking the smoke, just making sure no Ball State players are there. He opts to not push through mid-top, which is smart because Rebo is holding that angle from on top of a box, which he teleported to, I believe. Now, Fraggleton spots Enjoy. He's going to opt to not take this fight because he knows they can't push because the trip is there. Enjoy's going to get taken by the trip. Enjoy's going to fall. And TN, I just completely missed. I believe they were fighting mid as that was happening. And TN and Phobos are going to just absolutely take apart this IU team.
TN with the 3K that round. And I don't know if you noticed, at the very end of that round, TN showing them exactly who they are and also shooting dead bodies. That is showing that Ball State is not going to take a defeat lightly. They took that last game and they said, we're going to flip it on its head. They are now up 5-2, winning all 5 of those in a row. Is there any way that they're just going to be able to stop that?
Yeah, as you said, they're up 5-2 on defense on an attacker side of the map, so it's not looking good here for IU to start off this second map. But yeah, you said it, Ball State, they're playing aggressive. They're playing like they want to win this game. IU now have to match that aggressiveness. They have to match that absolute, need for victory that Ball State is showing right now if they want any chance of winning this.
Yeah, I mean, especially right now. Granted, there's 3 people with their ultimates up for the side of IU. But there's every member of Ball State minus Rebo has 6,000 credits to their name. That is actually insane. Because right now, the most amount of credits that we have on the side of IU is 500. They are in a drought. There is something going on, and they need to solve that issue as we get out of this timeout and hop back into the game.
I know you're a League player, and I know League games snowball a lot, but I think this is a worse snowball than
I haven't seen
in most League games.
I haven't seen a League game this bad in a while, and I'm not even watching League.
And here we go. The walls are going to drop for this 8th round. Phobos instantly breaks the Cypher Cam, takes away that info. That is a very common spot to put Cypher Cam because it can see all of that A side in this very interesting place. But most high ranks will know it's there. Now Rebo and Tien setting up a crossfire. But Rebo is going to get spotted by the Silver Drone. Going to have to TP away from that, unfortunately. If they were able to stay there, that would have been a great crossfire between the two Rose players, and that could have been a huge kill.
Yeah, but now we're gonna see what they can do. There hasn't been much going on. It looks like a lot of them are just lurking around mid. Pick takes out Phobos. It's already a 4v5 with the ult advantage going to IU. This is the time where they are going to want to make their mark. They want to stop Ball State's reign of terror, and we'll see if it happens right now.
Yes, this could be the swing of momentum that IU needs, but they still have to enter a site, which is never easy in these top level Valorant matches. Opted is going to take yet another ult orb. Now 2 kills off of his ult, and they have a lot of space A now. They have the entirety of A, but look at all those Cypher trips, and Grim and Tien kill off the perfect timing. Druff's able to get the pick, and Fraggleton gets 2 picks, just like that. Pick gets a trade, but he's pinched, and Fraggleton with another 3K. Fraggleton has been so huge in the success of Ball State for this second map.
And you just said it perfectly. Fraggleton showing up this game. Already 12-2 in this game. He is showing that he is nobody to be overlooking. We can't overlook him as just the Cypher player, the Killjoy player. He is a player on Ball State University, and that is the reason why they are up 6-2.
8 rounds in, Fraggleton has a KD of 2. No, sorry, of 6. He has a 6 KD. Ladies and gentlemen, that is insane. If you're dropping 6 KDs on the new Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I'll be impressed. Just as I'm impressed with what I'm seeing right here. But it's going to be a very quick B split here from IU, but Fraggleton's expecting it. Fraggleton's ready. He's ready to get more kills. He's saying, walk into me. He's saying, walk into my trips. Walk into my cages. I'm waiting. Grim gets one with the Hunter's Fury. And Rebo also gets a pick off screen. Now Fraggleton playing in this off angle, playing in this corner. Druff expects it. They both expect it. He's going to get 2v1. Does a little bit of damage to Pit, though, before he dies. And then Rebo from behind, as Tien's wall was baiting for him. Rebo comes in from behind to finish off the round.
I'm so sad that we didn't get to see that amazing flank from Rebo. That would have been the greatest thing to see. Unfortunately, Fraggleton just couldn't deal with both of the members. But what can you really do if you're getting 2v1? But then you have the rest of your team behind you. But even with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there are 5 ultimates available for the side of IU, and they are equal to Ball State as far as equipment goes. And Ball State only has 2 ultimates. We have not seen this TN on Neon ult come out yet, and I want to see it so badly.
I said it a little bit earlier today, but I really just want the one-on-one Neon ult Enjoy versus TN, but we get it, kind of. We get TN to kill Enjoy. The Neon diff comes out, an early pick in the favor of Ball State. Grib now spotting as much of mid as he can. He is going to spot the Simbrizi who's lurking mid. He's going to push him off that angled tiles, but you do not expect Pit, who not only gets TN, but also Rebo. Fraggleton gets to trade on Pit. Simbrizi gets to trade on Fraggleton. IU now has numbers 3-2, and they have Spike down on site. Ball State just did not win that mid fight, and it is not looking good for them.
But there's still a very low health bar on the side of IU. He has to be careful. The entire team has to be careful. This is not unwinnable for the side of Ball State, but we do see one member. We see Phobos chilling around. It's almost like they're sandwiching the 3 members of IU into one person. Grim going for the fake defuse. The trip is going to get destroyed. And then
Blaze! He gets all 3 of them. Phobos is going to get 1. And it's the 1v1.
That's it.
What a play from Phobos, the new guy on the block from the flank. He destroys the Cypher trip. He doesn't care. Fall line gets all 3. Gives Phobos a kill, gives Frag a kill, and Phobos finishes off the rounds.
But unfortunately, that did not give them enough time to defuse. That was a
I missed that.
That was a phenomenal way to end the game, to end that round, except for the lack of time to defuse. We popped off so hard, and then Ball State just couldn't pull it out because of that time limit. But again, an amazing fling from Phobos, showing why he deserves to be on this team.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is not CSGO. You still have to defuse the bomb before the time expires. And that is great kills from Ball State, but a rough overall round. And it looks like IU is going to play a more default split here. They're going to push up B, but they don't have Spike. So it looks like they're just going to make noise B, fall back, take Spike, regroup, and then re-hit once they see Ball State have rotated. It's going to be the Sova drone coming out from Druff, seeing what info he can find, seeing if he can spot anybody. The Sova dart is able to destroy the Cypher Trip, and Pick gets a pick mid as Grim just got a little too greedy, peeking out there.
And it looks like Revo's already putting in work, taking out Sim Breezy. And then we're seeing the ult come out. There's not too much getting used by that, but then Sova ult from IU getting a, I don't know if it got any value at all. I think it just completely missed everybody. Then we're seeing so much getting used on this B side. So Opted at 1 HP. Opted trading one back, but then Revo also trading back Opted. Drop taking out Revo.
Here comes the Tien ult. Tien ult from Tien. He does not win the 3v1, unfortunately. And Phobos will fall next. Now it's going to be 7-4 in the... Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry. 7-4 in the favor of Ball State still as we're going into the last round of the half.
That was a fantastic time for some ults to be used for the side of IU. Now, with it being the last round before the swap, 7-4. Both teams have two ults left to spend and a full arsenal of weapons, with Grim having the Odin and Fraggleton with the Operator. Oh, never mind. I just got completely lied to because he just sold that Odin and got a Vandal. Never mind. He lied to me again. We're seeing the Odin get played, and we'll see what happens when there's some people mid and some people B. There's people everywhere on this map.
I've never seen Fraggleton on the op before, and he tries to get the early pick onto Enjoy, but he's going to be forced off that angle, and he might die here. He somehow survives, and Enjoy is going to fall back. He does not want to get util dumped, and now Fraggleton has to hold this op angle a little bit farther back. And that's going to scare Fraggleton because that puts up so many question marks of where Enjoy could be, even though they are nowhere to be seen. Great fake util there from Enjoy.
Yeah, it's very, very fantastic. He understands that he has to play patient. He has to play with this team. He can't force anything. And even when Fraggleton is left to 30 HP and an Operator, but there's still no sign of where they're looking to plant. It's looking like they're playing more towards B, but there's also some people pushing mid with Reaver right there, and they don't know.
This is a new angle. We talked about Sunset getting changed. That is an angle that had not been there previously. People are not used to having to check that angle. So, and Grim gets two with the Odin. Off screen, Grim gets two with the Odin. Tien gets a pick, and it's now a 1v4. Pit is all by himself. He's going to get completely pinched here by the agents of Ball State. Nearly unwinnable, and Tien finishes the job.
And especially with that, that's where we see granted, they knew that he was planting on. They knew he was planting on B. Let's be real here. But they didn't know exactly where he was. That is where Fraggleton's Cypher ult came in. They could see exactly where he was. They had the download, and that means Ball State can win the round with 4 people alive, making it 8-4 with the swap. Now they're on attack. Attack on this map is arguably a lot easier than defense. It is so much easier to attack on this map, and we'll see what happens when Ball State is in this driving seat.
Yeah, I think we missed it, but I do believe Phobos used his Rolling Thunder to get all of those kills for Grim and Tien. I believe he did a perfectly placed Rolling Thunder. I believe probably around mid to A, that sort of area. I just completely missed what happened. And that's where I believe all the kills came, because you can see how many extra assists that Phobos now has. And here we go, the second half of the long-awaited Ball State versus IU match is starting right now. Second half of the second map. Can Ball State pull off the reverse sweep, or will IU go to the grand finals with a free map? Let's see right now as Tien looking to make space A. It's immediately fault lined off. Phobos and Tien are destroying that mid door, putting up question marks in the minds of the IU players, basically saying, we could be market. You don't know. Now you have to waste some smokes, waste some utility, making sure we don't push through. And now, as we see here, Ball State scales all the way up through mid, making all this space. We talked about earlier how important mid is on Sunset. Mid control, if you have it properly, if you're able to keep it, sustain that mid control, you can really win these rounds very easily. And it's just going to be a bit of a waiting game until I say that, because now here goes TM dashing through everything, dashing through the Cypher trips with Sim Breezy is going to take TN, and no one is there to trade because TN was all by himself, unfortunately. And now Rebo is getting absolutely spammed. Grim and Phobos are trying to make something happen here, but they're getting pinched. This is not looking good. Fraggleton is somehow able to get two. Fraggleton dodges the blind, destroys the Cypher cam. Can he get anything done here? He gets one. Can he find Simbreezy? Can Phobos finish it off? No! Simbreezy with the 4K will do the job for IU. They win the pistol round, and they now have the better weapons here.
That was just very unfortunate. TN, even with Neon, just couldn't dodge past all those bullets, which would be really broken if somehow Neon was just able to dodge past bullets just because of her speed. But even with that, TN getting picked off at the very beginning just spelled the rest of the game. Just Ball State could not push hard enough. They couldn't get on that site well enough in order for that to be the game for them. So now they're still up. No, they're still up, and they're still on the attack. So it's still in their favor to win potentially this game. But we'll see how the rest of this goes with them being down on credits and only having Sheriffs and Classics to their name against the rivals.
Yeah, and Fraggleton just trying to see what he can spot out, trying to see if he can bait any utility, bait any rotates as he's going on that lurk, as we know him so well to do. But Simbreezy on that Cypher is just going to try and keep locking down this B site, as you have to do on Sunset, or it is just too easy to get onto. But now we have Rebo, who I believe TP'd into this off angle, that if IU try to make some space, B main will probably not be checked, because the only way to get there is to TP there. But now it does look like Grim and TN are going to try to make some noise A. Looks like they're going to try to do some stuff A, but look at that smoke from Rebo. Rebo is now putting up question marks, trying to get a lurk through. He's basically cutting off that info, trying to see if he can make IU rotate resources, and it's a perfectly placed headshot through the smoke.
30 seconds left.
Hit, try to TP, but Rebo just knew exactly where to shoot. That is great game knowledge if I've ever seen it. And now, Ball State have just wiped out the IU defenses on A, and they have a free site. The aftershock comes out from Optic to stop the plants. There's only 13 seconds left remaining. Optic gets a kill. The fault line comes out. Ball State has the plant, or it's going to be over. And the plant is a guide again. And even though Ball State looked like they had it all, the better guns for IU just were enough to win the rounds.
That was so close for the side of Ball State. They were showing that they were ready. They pushed the site. They had the numbers advantage. But it doesn't matter, because Optic showing that he did have that advantage. He knew he had that gun advantage. He knew everything was planned perfectly for him to win. And it's not, they didn't even just get rid of him. It was there was another person alive for the side of IU as well. It wasn't just up to him. So even if they eliminated him, they would still have to defend the spike from the other member of IU. But we'll see, because Ball State is still up 8-6. But this is almost looking like, I don't even know. It looks like it's going to spiral out of control, even though they have the gun advantage for this round for Ball State.
Ball State, you said it, have to win this round with that gun advantage, because if they lose it, they're forced into a very, very bad save round. So they really have to make sure to take advantage of this gun advantage here. Well, I just said advantage like 5 times. Anyways, looks like Ball State is scaling up A site, seeing if they can have a nice, easy entry here. But Druff is going to be jiggle peeking this. Tien might be able to spot him if he peeks this angle, but Tien is playing it a little more slow, playing it a little more cautiously, making sure he doesn't peek straight into a setup, a 2-man setup, anything like that. And Druff, now Silva darting for info, is going to get a couple of them before the dart gets destroyed, but doesn't find too much. Now Ball State looks like this entry is going to happen very soon here. Rebo is lurking up mid. There it goes. Tien with the kill. Optic gets the kill mid on Rebo. Expects the lurk, but Phobos gets the equalizing pick. Now 4v3 in favor for Ball State. Optic with the high flash. See if they can stop them from planting. Grim's going to keep planting. Fragerton expects the peek and gets the one tap. He's having an amazing map. so far. Now a 4v2 retake situation for IU. Can they get it done? Fraggleton with the second kill, and TN with his second kill of this round as well. What a perfectly executed entry from Ball State. Then they even more perfectly executed that post plant to win that round.
Yeah, that was definitely the round that Ball State needed to win, and win it they did. But now, IU has access to that Cypher ultimate. We saw how impactful that was for the side of Ball State. Ball State knew exactly where everyone was. They knew exactly how to position around it. But now with IU on defense, we'll see how well they can do this. If they can find that early pick. If they can find an early pick, that could mean the end of it for Ball State's plan. But we'll see as the walls go down.
Yeah, and it's going to be a very quick A execute for Ball State. TN gets stunned by not only the fault line, but also Neon stun, and Phobos, proving himself once again, gets a 2K. They have control of A side, as now it's going to be, once again, a 2v4 retake situation for IU. That happened so quick.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I don't think that Phobos needs to prove himself anymore. I think that he has proven long and hard. He has proven everything that he deserves to be on this team, and Pitt is not looking good right here, getting smoked off by the Cypher. He's putting down his own smokes, but Phobos is just sitting back there. They have the entirety of that site locked down. It doesn't matter, so it doesn't look like there's going to be much that they're going to be able to do, so they're just going to try saving whatever weapons they have. Probably just the 2 Vandals.
Yeah, so they're going to save these Vandals because their economy is now in shambles after that back-to-back losses. They lost they lost the bonus round, and they've lost this round. So now they're going to be very short on weapons. So saving these 2 Vandals might just be able to get them a little more kills for their save round they're going to have to do here now.
Yes, but I also just want to mention Fraggleton, 18-7. These players are showing up for this game. Maybe they're just trying to get into the heads of IU. They give IU the first game, and then now they're saying, actually, we were just joking. We were just joking. You guys didn't beat us like that. We are now showing up, and showing up they are. They have whatever guns they saved from the last round, but IU is not looking good when staring at the barrel of Ball State.
Yeah, TN, I've never seen him play this aggressive before, but he is playing that Neon to perfection, dashing early, getting info, making IU basically shoot at them, waste util, and then instantly rotating off just like that. It's really fun seeing TN play on this Neon, something, as I said, we haven't seen before. And now here comes the AXQ. They're going to get stunned, but then, comes out for TN. Not going to check the right side, though. And Druff is going to get a kill with the Sheriff, shutting down the Neon ult. Rebo and Grim are able to find the trades, and Fraggleton is going to exchange with Rebo. Now a 3v2 here for Ball State, and Phobos gets Pit, but Opted finds a trade. Now 2v1, Opted by himself with a lot of util and his ult. He could still win this if he's able to play his ult perfectly here.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. It is not looking good for him, but he does have that ultimate ability up. And Ball State is still having to retrieve the spike, and retrieving it they will. But it is literally just a circle.
They're around the Rosie right now. This is crazy.
They don't see anybody.
30 seconds left.
This is the craziest thing ever. Wait, he might think they're about to go B. This might be the smartest play that Ball State could possibly do. They just have to do the wrap around again. He's wrapping back around. Wait, no, he's going back to spawn.
This is insane. Ball State now has complete control of A site, and Opted's like, my bad, guys. I didn't know they were still there. No, I didn't know they like playing Ring Around the Rosie like that, all right? I didn't know they were like that. But here they go. Fraggleton and Phobos are now going to set up for a post-plant situation here. All the breach util comes out. He has so much of it left. How are Ball State going to counter this? They just counter it by playing off site.
Yeah, stay off the defuse.
Just wait for them to use their utility, and now that they know where Opted is, they're going to put the util right back onto him and say, you might have sight, but you're not getting that defuse, and Fraggleton pinches him for the kill.
I don't think anybody predicted how that round was gonna go. I didn't think anybody was gonna think that they were just gonna keep on going in circles, and I do not think that they like playing that game of Ring Around the Rosie, because we have a timeout coming from IU. That is not what they wanted to see right now. Going 11-6. Ball State being up up so much right now and having so many credits to their name. They are so wealthy. They are so rich.
I can't wait for the VOD review that Ball State and IU do, where they look at this match, they look at the 11-5 round, and they're like, what is happening right here? They're just circling around each other, and I do believe they both did a full circle of that little area there, and that was just, that was a joy to watch.
That was something, all right. I don't think, like I said, I don't think anybody was expecting for that to happen. But now we'll see how well they can do, because now after that round, IU is going to have equal guns, equal everything to Ball State. Granted, the credits are not going to be that equal, but this could be the beginning of the end for Ball State. As we said, this tournament has been a lot of long winning streaks, then people stopping them, then another long winning streak. We'll see. It's granted. We'll see how well they do when they hop into this game after the timeout is ended, which it has ended.
Yeah, and here we go. I just want to say one more thing. Enjoy, who popped off on Haven, looked like he was smurfing against Ball State, is going 1-15. So he just has to find what he's missing. He has to refine that energy, refine that confidence if IU want to win this match. And here we go. Sorry about that. That was very bad phrasing from me. And Ball State now looking to take some space, B main, seeing what they can do. Once again, we get a great look at how different this B main space is. They're going to try to force Pit off of this angle with utility. Pit does the smart thing and backs up, but Opted gets TN straight through the smokes. But Rebo, on top of this new angle that was invented with this map change, they're not going to expect it. It's the aftershock. Pit has to burn one of his TPs, and it looks like Ball State are going to make IU waste all of their utility, and then looks like they're going to rotate off now.
That is definitely the smart move to make. It looks like they're going to be looking a lot towards mid. Fraggleton breaking off that entrance to market. I don't know if this is really what Ball State is going to be looking for, because there are a lot of Cypher traps, a lot of Cypher trips, a lot of the cameras set up on this A site. I don't know if them going A site is going to be the beneficial play here, and it doesn't look like that to be the case either. It looks like that they're going to be looking for another B, but they're going to be using. They're going to try waiting for their utility.
Breezy, know he's there though. He heard it. Rebo has to be very careful here. Okay, Rebo spotted Sim Breezy with the Cypher Cam, thankfully, or that could have been very bad for Rebo. And they now have complete control of A site. They are down a man, but at least they have Spike planted. Or they don't have Spike planted yet. They have to hurry. They better hurry. But, oh, can they get there in time? And Joy's trying to cut off the angle. And I don't think they're going to get Spike down, ladies and gentlemen. They're not going to. And it's just going to be over for Ball State. And IU will win the round after the timeout.
And unfortunately for Ball State, the ults just came out. That Breach ult, that Sova ult, all of those two ults alone just stopped any plan that Ball State had to plant that spike. They played too slow. They got IU to use the utility, and I think you're right. They had to move over. They had to change their site, but they didn't have it. They still continued to wait. They looked through mid, they looked through all this, and then waited until the right moment in order to attack this A site that only the Cypher was on, but it was just too little, too late.
And here we go. Once again, TN quickly moving on these angles, moving through, scaling, taking space. We've seen him do it so many times this map on that Neon. Fraggleton also destroys that Cypher trip top mid, putting so many question marks in the minds of IU. And here we go. Now it looks like it's going to be an A execute from the side of Ball State. Are they able to make this execute work? Are they able to get match point? They're on site now, and they're going to try to get the plant down. They are able to actually get plant down this time, unlike last round. It's now a 5v5, now a 4v4 retake situation for IU here, and it's going to be very tough as Phobos has just used that Rolling Thunder just to stall IU just that little bit, and that little bit of time could be the difference if IU can get this diffused off. And now all the breach stun comes out. The breach util has just been so on point this game from Phobos. Now a 2v2 after multiple trades have happened. Pit and Opted have it all to do here. It's Fraggleton versus Rebo. Rebo TP's on top of the box. They're not going to expect this. And it's just ring around the rosy again. What is happening? I'm so confused. Opted and Pit have the spike now somehow. They have to spam through, and they're not going to get it. And Pit's going to get the defuse. And Opted finished off the 2K. There was too much ring around the rosy that time.
There's just, I don't know what game we're watching anymore. We're just seeing people go around and around in circles until they can find somebody. I don't know what Ball State could do now. They still have. It is now 11-8. That lead that they had, that comfortable lead, is slipping away, slipping out of their fingertips. And they need to find some sort of way to figure this out, but they are... Obviously, both teams are full buying, but they need to find their way in. That's the one thing that they have not been able to find yet, an easy way in. And I don't think that IU's going to give that to them.
Whoever loses this round is forced to go on an eco. And as I say that, TN finally gets punished for trying to dash through instantly because opted, expected it, and gets the early pick. And Enjoy also gets early pick on Phobos, taking out the Ball State breach. All that utility just now gone. It's now 3v4. Ball State down a man early on in this round. Look at that. How did they get there? Look at that. That is Druff and Pitt are elbow somehow. Just on a great flank. But they know they're there and they open blind and is able to get Druff. I don't think they expect Enjoy to be there. I don't think they expect Enjoy to be there. So it's going to be... Oh, no. Rebo knows he's there. All right. So Rebo gets that kill. It's going to be a 2v2. Retake situation. Once again, are IU able to pull another win from this retake, or can Ball State finally put an end to it? And Rebo gets a great first pick, and now it's going to be a 1v1. Rebo on Sembrizi, and Sembrizi pulls off the victory.
Man, that was just... No, he just has to try to find... There we go, he found the spike. No ring around the... You can't play ring around the rosy with a spike, unfortunately. But... that was just amazing execution, and that's the clutch from Sembrizi, showing exactly what needs to happen in this game for them, in order for them to pull off this amazing victory. It's now 11-9, and I don't know, I missed what happened, but we went to a pause.
Yes, we went to a tech pause. Rebo is DC'd. Oh, wait. Do you think... Was that why Rebo lost? Because he was having internet issues?
Uh-oh.
Oh, and now we're having... I don't think that's an issue. But if Rebo lost that round because he was having internet issues, that might have to be looked at. I don't know if there's like a review process or like a round back process, but like that would be scuffed.
I know in like actual professional stuff, if there's like an internet issue, they would normally just like replay the round, or they'll do something. They'll find some way to compensate that. I don't know if we have the power to do that because we're not Riot Games. I don't think we have the power to just like rewind time. Okay, so I'm being told there's not really much they can do about the replay. As soon as damage gets brought on, then that's when the round has to be played. The tech issue has to be brought up or has to be paused to look at as the tech issue is going on. But it looks like from our end, Rebo is reconnected. It looks like everyone is fine. Everyone's moving around. So we'll see. Ball State is still up 11-9. It's definitely closer than they wanted it to be, but it's not the end of their career. Even if they win this one, this brings IU versus Ball State 1-1. The loser gets sent to losers, and the winner gets sent to grand finals with a 1 map lead, which almost could mean that they are the winners of this bracket.
Yeah, that 1 map lead is absolutely advantageous, especially when it's only a BO3 for the grand finals. And Rebo, I believe, is back. I believe everything's ready. That match timer should get to go, and the readies come out from both sides, and the match timer will be resumed any second here. Here it goes. And
the match timer does go back.
Okay, cool.
So now both teams are just gonna try recouping and try to reorganize themselves, trying to get themselves back onto it.
Yes, and here we have now, it looks like Ball State is going to be very heavy stack A. Not only a very heavy stack A 5 stack A. They're using all of their agents, all of their resources to do a quick A hit here, trying to make something happen. And let's see, and TN, once again, he has a Bucky. He's stunned.
He found the kill with the
Stunned,
Bucky.
He finds the kill. Great stuff from him, but Enjoy is absolutely destroying them in Showers. Or not Showers, Elbow. Fraggleton's able to get him eventually, but Enjoy they won that elbow fight, and Ball State couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah, Tien now trying to look at it, but he's only one lonesome member of Ball State against 3 of the members of IU. That will be the round for IU, bringing it 11-10. now we are seeing this. We're seeing, I don't know if this is Ball State falling apart or this is IU recouping. This is definitely something going on. And it looks like we're having another pause because of tech issues. This time not from Ball State, but now from IU.
Yeah, this has just been unfortunate that these PCs are doing this to them. I don't know if it's peripherals, if it's PC, if it's internet issues, but it's just unfortunate that we have to keep pausing this match because it's such good gameplay we're seeing here. It really is.
Listen, I'm never gonna complain about a little break from the boys. This yelling all day long, us casting all day long. Granted, I love it here. It's great. It's been so good to be able to cast, to get this privilege to do this stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't know what Ball State can do about this. Ball State is starting to lose that lead, lose that momentum, and that's 4 rounds in a row taken by IU.
Yeah, and Opted, I saw in the chat, they need help. So that's unfortunate because that's going to be a little bit longer of a break, that means. But yeah, it's just been such an interesting game so far. I talked about it earlier. I probably shouldn't have said anything. But Enjoy was 1-15 a couple of rounds ago. He's now 8-18, so he has really found himself. He's kind of on that comeback. And as you look at the Ball State side of the leaderboard, Fraggleton is absolutely doing what he has to do to win this match, 23-11 so far.
Yeah, it's definitely not looking good for the side of Ball State at all. But that still does not mean the end of their career. That does not mean the end of anything. Because now, granted, Enjoy is showing up as a player now, but that is still a target to look for. Ball State has to lock down these necessary targets. They have to knock down the really big key players of IU in order to find something. They have to find the early picks, and I just don't think they're finding them.
And now we have the R's coming out from Ball State. I don't know if IU is ready, though. I believe, and we are ready, so we're going to get back to some Valorant here. After 2 back-to-back tech pauses, we're finally ready. Everyone's PCs are back and working, and here we go. And it looks like it's going to be another heavy stack towards A side. Oh, Ball State is going to be lurking at mid. It's going to be a mid push for Ball State here, trying to make something happen before IU is able to tie this game up. Utility is invested. A lot of utility is invested to hold off that mid-top, making sure Ball State can't push through. And I believe IU knows he's there, but Fraggleton just hitting his shots all map so far. Gets the kill, gets the neural theft. That tells Ball State so much information about where IU are, and they're using that information to perfectly push on a site. But Breezy gets a kill of his own and is now able to also narrow theft. And Breezy's on a crazy angle here. TN and Enjoy get a trade, but Breezy is just cooking right now. Breezy finally gets traded off by Phobos. Phobos gets his second one on Enjoy, and he now has a great angle here. 2v1. Spike is not quite down yet. Fraggleton and Phobos versus Druff. Can Druff make it happen, tie the game, or will Ball State win? And Ball State gets it. Fraggleton finishes the trade, and it's match point now for Ball State in map 2.
They didn't even need to plant that spike. They got exactly what they needed. They got the kills, but this is not the greatest look for Ball State. 2 of their members are left with classic pistols. That is not the greatest thing in the world. Never mind, because now we have TN picking up the shotgun with his ultimate available. This ult advantage for Ball State could mean the end of it. Now, granted, for Druff on the side of IU, he only needs 1 ult or pickup in order to get his ultimate. But unfortunately, Ball State has 3 ults, including the Neon ult and the Sova ult. That could mean the end of this game and a win for Ball State, but let's see what happens.
I'm very curious if TN's going to invest that Neon ult into this round since he's not able to full buy. But once again, Ball State have lurked all the way up through mid. They've scaled that entirety of mid just like they did last round. They said if it worked last round, it'll probably work again now. And here we go. It's going to be Grin looking for that shock dart, looking to destroy these Cypher chips, and they're going to slowly push their way onto B, as I believe that is Phobos and Fraggleton are making some space A, and that's because this entire thing at B that Rebo and Grim were doing, that was fake. That was a setup. The real target was on this A attack, and Enjoy and Druff are now going to have to back off those angles. They're forced off those angles, and they're going to rotate towards A, except Ball State uses the Omen ult. Revo uses the Omen ult just to gain info on where IU are, and they're going to take that info and hit B with it, and TN uses that ult now, gets the kill on Pip, and he has got his team. He has got Ball State on the site. Breezy's going to be forced off this angle. He gets one, but Enjoy now also invests the ult in this round, but Enjoy quickly falls right after. Now a 2v2, Spike is not down yet. Actually, Ball State don't have long to plant this spike. They have to hurry if they want to win this round. It's Phobos. Oh, and no, it's a Hunter's Fury. That's why they can't get Spike down. And it looks like it's going to be IU winning this round with that Hunter's Fury. Great ult there from Druff. And now going to be 12-11 here on map 2.
Now, here's the thing at the very end of that round. Oh, and then we get a timeout, so we get plenty of time to talk about this. And I'm ready to talk about this. Phobos got that last kill. He is 8 out of 9 ready for that breach ultimate. He is ready. Even though everybody used their ults, but that's not only him, but I'm seeing right here, Opted also only needs 1 point in his ultimate. We could see a double breach ultimate fight go out, and I am so ready to see that.
Ball State cannot let Opted get a kill here, or they have the most overpowered ults in the game, but at the same time, Ball State is going to force A main or B main control and get an orb into Phobos' hands so that they can execute a site very easily with that breach ult. And yeah, they're going to see, that's really what their Ball State is going to play here in this last round before overtime. So ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, if IU wins this round, we're forced to overtime. If Ball State wins this round, they win the map.
That's very true. That's very true. But we're going to see, as this timeout goes down, we'll see roughly what Ball State's plan of attack is going to be here. I believe that Lucas is going to be right about this, where they are going to attack A main. That's exactly what it's looking like. They're 5-stacking here. They are ready to control this site. They are going to get Phobos. They're ready for Phobos to get this one thing. And you see the one ping come down from the side of Ball State. They know their target, and they're going for it. But it looks like some of them are also pushing mid.
Yeah, they're doing a split push here. The fault line comes out from Phobos, trying to push Enjoy and Druff off that angle. I don't believe Phobos has got that ult orb yet. He has not. But Pitt kills Fraggleton, trying to lurk up mid. Great stuff from him, from that judge. And it looks like Ball State is just going to fall one by one. Grim is able to get a kill with Hunter's Fury, with his ult, but 2 of Ball State's members have already died, and it's not looking good for them so far, and they still haven't been able to get an orb into Breach's hands.
No, that's very true, but there's also a red health bar on the side of IU. They are not on as equal playing fields, but it's at least better than what Ball State could have wanted. It is still anyone's game, but they still haven't planted that spike, and IU is definitely not making it easy. They are pretty evenly split, 2-2, with a Cypher setup on B site, and the other 2 members on A site, but it's not going to be the easiest thing. Phobos is using the util, but then Pitt takes Revo out off screen, and Sim Breezy is just going to take out the other 2, sending this game into overtime.
Yeah, Phobos trying to get that ult orb, and I'll be honest, great placement of the trip from Sim Breezy. Sim Breezy knew how much Phobos wanted that ult orb, so he put that trip right on top of it. So if anybody tried to get it, it was an easy kill. He got the 1, he got the 2K to finish off that round.
That's very true. But now that we are at overtime, we are ready to see an evenly paced game. Everybody in this game needing three points in their ultimate in order to get access to it, and everyone having the exact same build, the exact same guns, the exact same armor. Everything is exactly the same. Even the teams are exactly. This is the most overtime of overtime you could possibly get.
Yes, here we go. It's going to be walls down, and away we go to start this overtime period of Ball State versus IU. And it's going to be IU starting on attack, Ball State starting on defense, and Opted expect Rebo to be sitting behind that box, and they're able to get their first pick of this overtime period.
Yeah, that's very true. But after that one pick, I don't know what Ball State's plan's gonna be. They're just moving it. They're moving as 5. They're all looking mid. But now there's gonna be a smoke placed down. So now they're all gonna move to B. But IU knows this, so they're gonna be moving to A. They know for a fact that this site is going to be completely free, but it's only gonna be the Cypher to confirm that while the rest of them move. But Ball State's starting to get suspicious now, or starting to move around. But now they're realizing there's nobody here, but Ball State's already making their move, so it might be a little too late, but he's going for the plant.
Yeah, it's going to be 4v5 retake here for Ball State. IU was able to get Ball State to rotate off that A site. They took that free site, and now Ball State is punished with having to do a very difficult retake situation down a man. But Grim finds the equalizing pick onto Pip, but the ult often has the ult from a kill, from a plant, and from an orb, and Enjoy gets 2 kills from that ult. Great stuff there from IU. This makes it even harder for Ball State to win this round. Enjoy with the 3K. He wants that 4K, but he's going to not get it because Druff finishes off the round. And now Ball State are pushed into a must-win situation.
Yeah, but now all they have to do is just win while they are on attack. They have proven they can win if they're on attack. They can. They just need to find those early picks. They need to find something very early on to get that advantage point. Now, it looks like they're going to be looking for more of an A, but this could also be a fake. They could try attempting a similar thing to what IU just did in the previous round. Just make some noise A and then go over to B. But I don't know if IU is going to fall for that kind of thing.
Yeah, Ball State having all their agents towards A. It's going to be a very quick A hit. Enjoy expecting that Neon Dash once again. Was just going to get the early pick. And now Ball State's push is completely thwarted as the stun comes out from Enjoy, and now Off is going to hold this angle, and he expects the Omen TP on top. It's a 1v5 here, and Grim, all by himself, in the must-win situation to stay in it against Indiana University. Will he be able to do it? This is nearly impossible for Grim. I don't know if he's able to. I don't know.
Even if he is able to get over to B site, you have the Cypher of IU wrapping around, and there's even some jack. Oh my god, this is actually amazing. These players are wanting to win this game, but there's only 5. You can find one, but 12 you can find 2. And unfortunately, you just can't do much with that little of HP. And even though Ball State did lose 0-2, they still get another chance. They get to go to the losers bracket, fight in I believe a best of 3 in the losers bracket, or is it only best of 1? It's best of 1s in the losers bracket. So if it's only best of 1s and losers, they have one more shot. And then they have to go against IU in the finals, but IU will have that one, will go with that one advantage.
Yeah, so it's going to be Ball State versus Purdue when we get back in that losers bracket. Best of 1. Whoever wins that has to face, or gets to face IU, but has to win back-to-back maps to beat them to become the grand champions. And whoever loses is unfortunately kicked out of the tournament. But we will have that match for you when we get back in 3 to 5 minutes, I'd say.
Yep.
And make sure to stay tuned.
Stay tuned, y'all.
Thank you for watching. For more updates, follow the Butler Esports socials at Butler Esports.